Hi there, Toby here. So I just want to give you a short introduction to a new meditation and mindfulness program I'll be doing on meditation and mindfulness for growing up, an introduction to mindfulness meditation combined with developmental psychology. So there are a number of different ways of using meditation and mindfulness. One is waking up, one is growing up, one is cleaning up, and one is showing up. So waking up is the traditional type of spiritual awakening meditation that has been used for thousands of years within the great Eastern and Western meditative traditions. And it's essentially just waking up to expanded states of consciousness and the corresponding expanded states of self that go with those expanded states of consciousness. So you go from an individual self-contraction to eventually you end up as a unitive self, a one big self looking through billions of eyes. So your individual self dissolves away in the face of a universal or unitive spiritual identity. So that's one type of practice. Second type of practice, which you might call therapeutic mindfulness, is for cleaning up, which is where you're using mindfulness and meditation in order to detect and work through different types of trauma that you've had from the past of this life. So mostly there we're talking about childhood, teenager, difficult relationships in the past, other kind of difficult or traumatic challenges that you've had, where there is some kind of repression or unconscious glitch that you need to go back and work on healing. So this is a specific type of meditation and mindfulness practice where you are working with the unconscious in order to detect and work with unconscious trauma. So this is a relatively new type of meditation and mindfulness practice because the idea of the unconscious and of trauma and so forth wasn't really around until the advent of modern psychology, which is to say the last 100 years or so. So similarly, the practice that this course will be focusing on, which is developmental psychology. So this is, again, a series of observations that have come out of psychology over the last 100 years, where what the evidence has shown is that people grow through different stages as they develop as human beings. And literally what happens is your map of the world changes as you grow up. And until the last 100 years or so, this wasn't something that was known about. And so therefore this wasn't something that was practiced in mindfulness meditation or any other type of meditation explicitly. So it was a hidden area of human growth that was at best practiced somewhat randomly. But now we have these developmental stages that have been mapped out by developmental psychology. We can actually use these in meditation practice to successively and systematically identify and grow through these developmental stages so that we become more mature, wiser, more effective, better at taking perspectives than we were previously by combining the map of consciousness of developmental psychology with the traditional technique of mindfulness meditation. All right, so this course is about this combination. It's a sort of thing that you find in up-to-date, modern-day, integrative, philosophical and theoretical practices. So this course is a way of putting these two together in a relatively easy to understand and practice manner in a way that's going to supercharge your inner growth and development with a relatively small time investment in terms of your meditation and mindfulness practice. So I'm very excited to do this course and this is your invitation to join. So all the further details are on the page below. I hope you enjoyed me spieling away. I hope it gives you an idea of what's to come and I hope to see you on the course.